Hello and welcome or welcome back to Rosebud's Budgets for a bit of a different one, a reallocation. It feels like I have not done a reallocation in so long. However, when I did count this up off screen, it's a good one. It's a good amount to be reallocating, guys. So let's get into it. I hope everybody is well. I hope you're having a good week. There's going to be a few videos coming out. I am going to be releasing a video of just my new products that are launching on Friday. Unfortunately, I've not been very prepared because I've been concentrating on some custom things and some other things to let you all know. So I don't know how that's going to go. But I will be doing a video after this one of just showing off the new products if anybody's interested. So let's bring in the challenges that we have completed. Now, I haven't got the first challenge to hand, but it was So's Budgeting Life's Watch Out for That Tree. Might have to just rearrange this. So I'd put it all into the cash tray, and now I'm thinking, well, I need the cash tray to put the money back into. So in So's Budgeting Life, Watch Out for That Tree, we saved 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 20, 30, 40 and 55. So what I have done is I have changed placeholders up to money just so that we can reallocate it. So there's the 10 and the 5. So that saved 100 and... what did we say, guys? 55. 55. Then we also had Rainbow Fish, which was by Beijing Budgets. And that was a colour and save one, which was fun, but we didn't get to finish it completely just because I want to change up my binders. So this saved us 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 105. So that is fabulous for that one. And again, any placeholders I have swapped up for the money. So Three's a Cloud by Little Moon Budget saved us... let's see, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 75. So that was 75, which was a nice one for that spinner game. And then we had Fill the Dots Mini, not Dilly Dally Dots, although she should call it Dilly Dally Dots. Saved us 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 65. So they were a little bit lower savings, which was absolutely fine. This was all from leftover money. So all this in here was completing all these challenges from leftover money, which is amazing because it just makes me think, well, what would I have done with that leftover money in the first place? Then, guys, we had my challenge, which was my spending money challenge. Will you be the budgeting king or queen? And this saved us 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 95. And I was the budgeting king. So depending on what you put for each king and each queen, it can save different amounts. I just did 5 and 10, and I was the budgeting king. And this was a contribution I made to the Big Budgeting Meetup goodie bag, because last time I couldn't get my words out. So that is that. Also, the stalls are going to be released soon for the 2026 Big Budgeting Meetup, which is fantastic. So lastly in our reallocation is £195. So if you have been with me, I did a penny challenge and the money got put in a jar, and I kept thinking, oh, I need to take it to the bank, I need to take it to the bank. I realised my post office take coins. So sent my husband up and we got well, it was 170, but because we had literally just completed was it 102? I added that in as well. So £195. So let's just check this is £195. So we have 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 95. 195. So if you've done the maths already, you will know how much this is. So let's just bring it all out. So what's everybody been up to? I am still catching up on videos. So I think what I've decided to do is just go like So normally I watch from the top down on my list, but then I think, oh, I missed some at the bottom. So then I do it from the bottom up sometimes, or start in the middle. So at the moment, I am just trying to binge watch each channel to get up to date with them, which is going to take a while. And then at least by the time I've done that, I'll have channels that just have a couple left. So guys, let's see. In this reallocation was spending challenge, penny challenge, and leftover money. And this has took us a while. It's not been quick. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82. So I can put that in there. 200. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 93. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 94. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 95. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 96. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Wow, £690 to reallocate. I don't know why I said why, guys, because I know how much it was, but it's still a shock. Okay, so we got everything right. £690. So where are we going to reallocate this money? I have a few ideas of where I'm going to reallocate it, but I want some to be fun and some to be we need to really put into this kind of thing. So we're going to start off with Christmas. Now, I know I said I fully funded Christmas. However, it's really bugging me that it's not at a round number, and I don't know why. It's just my brain. So the first thing we are going to do, we're going to pull out our Christmas binder, guys. It's a beautiful binder from Wednesday Plans. I just made a little insert in here, and then this is a little dash I made. These ones are from Stacey Budgets, and so we have £1,865. Now, I'm sorry, I'm going to take that up to 2,000 because it's just not sitting well with me, and I don't know why. So that means we need to put 135 into here, guys. So we will just do it straight from these. So 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 35. Okay, so that will go in here with this. And then we are going to add the money into here. So we have £2,000. Let's just move that out of the way a minute. £2,000. So our first category in here is activities. So with activities, we are going to put £300 into here. We have no clue what we are doing with it. Now, we do like to go to Christmas markets. We might pick up a few treats or things like that, or we might go ice skating, or we might go to watch a Christmas movie. Now, I don't know if it's this year, but we watched Violent Night, which was a Christmas, Christmas horror, really. And there's another one coming out, and I can't remember if it's this year. And if it is, I am going to see that. It was brilliant. So I don't want this to damage this envelope, so we'll pop that one in there. So that's 300 out of the 2,000 allocated, and it says here markets, traditions, fun and entertainment. So then we're going to move over to treats. We are going to put 200. So for us, we haven't got have we got a food? I don't think we've got a food envelope in here, purely because we'll have our weekly money. And for us, Christmas isn't, oh, go and buy all this lavish stuff. Like my mum and dad used to do it. They used to go out and buy loads. It was still there weeks after, and you spend a fortune, and some of it goes to waste. So we're not like that. Treats for us are silly things like the snowball chocolates that you can get around Christmas time, or matchsticks, and you know, things that we wouldn't have all year round. We wouldn't go and go, okay, we're going to get that every week. So it's things that we fancy just at Christmas, like my daughter likes a panettone, my husband likes a roulade, all things like that. So we're going to put 200 in there. And if we don't spend any, like all of it out of these categories, then I am going to roll it over. So that's food and drink and treats. Presents. Now with presents, we are going to have this at £1,000 this year. We are trying to rein it back in. There is 4 of us and a doggy. There is obviously my parents, my sister, my brother, their children, nieces and nephews, and all things like that. But we are not going mad this year, and I think we are just going to do the smaller children, or just do the children in the family. And that is not including my 21 and 22-year-old nephews, because they're not children anymore. So yeah, what did that say? That was just presents. Then we are going to go into decorations. I don't think we're going to need anything really for decorations, but we are just going to put £100 in here. That's just in case we get to it and the Christmas lights break, or I don't know, we need something that we haven't thought about, basically. So yeah, just to have a little bit of a buffer. And again, if that, I really don't want to ruin these envelopes. If that doesn't get spent, that's fine. It'll just roll over to next year. I don't upgrade my Christmas tree decorations or my decorations every single year. But if there is something that I think, oh, that'll go really nicely, then I will grab it. But that's mainly like little ornaments that go on the tree. Then we are doing gifting. So gifting for us is giving back to the community, you know, possibly donating to food banks or people who haven't got as much. One year we did, we went out and brought presents for children, and then the counsellors went out and delivered them at Christmas, because obviously confidentiality to names and things. So we are going to put £300 into here for now. Now, this, I don't know how this is going to sound. This is important to us. So if we do complete any challenges, I would like to this year add to this. So if there's something where I'm like, I don't know where to stick that tenner or that fiver, I might just put it straight into here and just build this up a little bit. So yeah, that is for any charities, anybody that needs it. So that is that. And then where are we at? Miscellaneous. Miscellaneous, we're going to give 100. Just for them things that crop up. It could be, I don't know if I've got it on here. Yeah, so advent calendars, Christmas clothes, or Christmas Eve. We're not going to be doing Christmas Eve boxes. My children are old enough, like now. My daughter's 14, my son's 20 odd. And I just feel like all that stuff you do for little babies and children, we don't need to do. However, we have got our baby niece and nephew, and yeah, I can't help but spoil them. So I might get them some pajamas and have a sleepover with them at Christmas. So that could be used for that. That would be cute. So then, guys, that is reallocated, because this has been a long time coming, reallocating at Christmas. So that's reallocated. We know where the money's come in. We know if we need to buy anything, what envelope it's finally coming out with. This beautiful little ginger lady is from Studio Budgets. So that is the first reallocation. However, I do need to just stick the money and the placeholder back in. That would be good. There we go. So we know how much we've got in the bank and how much we have in cash. And when I do my count up for this month, I can take that back to the bank anyway, because, yeah, it's easy to have it in the bank. Right, going on to our second reallocation, I feel that we need to put some more money back into our maintenance fund. So, car maintenance, we have had to dip into it, and I do want to keep it quite high. So, let's see. It's gone down to 800, and that is because we've had to pay for some new brakes and something else, which I would have told you about, which I can't think at this minute what it was. Something to do with the clutch. So we are going to put into here another £200, guys, to take it back up. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200. And I just feel that's a sensible thing to do, because, yeah, it just gives me peace of mind that it stays around £1,000. So that's going to go into there. I'm going to try and stick £100 into, well, I'm not going to try, I'm just going to do it and see how it goes. I'm going to stick £100 into tax. So our tax currently is £400. well, nearly £400. It will be by the end of the month. We're going to stick 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 into here. Now, if my if my maintenance was at 1,000, then I would have put the whole 300 into here and fully funded that. But it's how it works, and yeah, we're getting there with everything and all the savings, so it's really good. So this should be 500 in total. So we've got 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 400, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 75. Yes, because we have another 25 to add in this week when we do our cash stuffing. So that is our tax. So that is that, guys. Oh, that means I need to colour in here. We've put another 100 in. So, I don't know why I've changed colours. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. So I hope you're not finding this boring, guys. I love a reallocation. I love to see where people's priorities are, where people want to put money. And again, I like to have it fun a bit into Christmas, but then have the things that we don't really want to pay in there. Also, I will be adding a category into this for excess, but I think I'm just going to add it into this envelope, possibly, like to another tracker, because our insurance is technically linked to the excess. So that is that. Then I think I'm going to go into appliances and just add a tiny bit into appliances, like 20 quid maybe, just to be kind to it, just so that it's not forgotten. So we're going to add £20 into appliances. Let's get an orange. Well, it's a peach colour that you can't see, so let's swap that. So how is everybody else doing? Has anybody done a reallocation recently? Again, I'm still catching up on all your videos, but I am catching up, so that's good. And it's really nice to hear what people are up to. £20, yeah. And a big, big congratulations to Essex Cash Stuffing for her yes answer. So this has 30, 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 and 90. So hopefully by the end of the month that will go up to £200. That won't be enough for the dryer, so we are going to keep building up for that. Right, guys, a couple more categories just that I want to add a little bit into. So we're going to go into kids, and we're going to add £40 into kids. Now, I don't have an up-to-date tracker because I was doing Soph's Budgeting Life, and yeah, we finished that. So we are going to add £20 into here. So we now have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. No, we're adding 40. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. 190. And hopefully I've got it on my list, so that will make up to 200 if I'm stuffing it in the next stuffing. School, we definitely need to add into here. Again, I haven't got a tracker. I don't know why. Oh, it's here. Yes. So, school got depleted. We paid for her music lessons. We paid for her school uniform and her shoes and all things like that. So, we're going to add £50 into here today. So, 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. And let's see how much that gives us. We have 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 92, 210. Okay, let me just colour these in on here before I forget. So each book I have put as 10. This is from Soph's Budgeting Life. Check out Eva at the Rocking Witch as well. She's got some newbies coming out. And Soph's Budgeting Life, always go and check her out. 1, 2, 3, 4, and one more is 5. So basically this is going to save £150. By the time we finish this, we should have enough for school uniform. we should have enough for music lessons. Well, we've got enough for music lessons if we look at it like that. And that means I can pay them when they're next due. So that is a fabulous. There we go. Right. So guys, we have a little bit left. Let's see what we've got left. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 120, 130, 140, 145. Okay, we've got 145 left. Don't know why I've got 145 left. Okay, guys, just bear with me one moment. Sorry, guys. No, that is correct. It's just me. My brain is not mathing. So, big budget to meet up, we are going to put 45. So, 10, 20, 30, 45, which should leave £100. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Okay, so big budget to meet up is getting £45. Now, I haven't got the envelope handy, but I will put that into big budget to meet up. Then this £100, we are going to be sensible and we are going to add into our month ahead. I think that's good. So we've had a balance of things we have to, things we want to, and things we would like to. I think that's a good way of saying it. Move that to the side. So we're going to put £100 into here. So we need to do, I'm not going to do that one. That one will be done this week. So we have one. This is by We've Got This Studio, guys. 2. I'm just picking colours out. I don't know if they're ones that we've already used. 3. Although I must be colourblind because I thought this was a red and it's clearly an orange. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm just going to colour that one in so I know where to stop. I'm so pleased of how like my grocery boost is building up. Honestly, if you haven't started like saving grocery boost, that's because I've just read that, my month ahead, if you haven't started for month ahead or a grocery boost, please do. Even if it's just a £5 here and a £5 there, honestly, it all mounts up. I know I'm adding it into this, but that's, you know, luckily I've had some extra money. My colouring skills are shocking. So yeah, I think even if it's just adding in a £5 and £10 here, or even doing it like with leftover money, specifying that challenge for a grocery boost or a month ahead, and just take it in steps. So what we did is we completed this once and they were all allocated, I'm just trying to find a different colour. They were all allocated £20 and I was amazed by the time we finished it. So we have actually done this. This is the second time and we're doing them all at £10 now. And yeah, we're over halfway, which is amazing. It just gives me that peace of mind that at the moment what happens is my wages come in and I budget for that month. Now sometimes it means that there's little bits of money that hasn't come in yet, but I know it's coming in. It's not a debatable, it's coming in. But because I haven't got that money in my hands, it sometimes confuses me with my budget when I'm doing my budget. So being month ahead means that I can budget, have all the physical money, know that like everything's okay. Let me just pop these back, guys. Yeah, so it just gives me that comfort. And then if there's any issues, let's say with money, like I don't get paid as much or I don't earn as much or whatever, we know that that's kind of a next month worry, not the current month, if that makes sense. So in 1 month ahead, we already completed this challenge for £800. We have already completed a grocery boost for £400 as well. So this is 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 75. And then we'll be putting 25 in this week. So yeah, that is brilliant. Oh no, guys, I'm forgetting to put the money in. So what was that? How could I forget that? I just accepted it, didn't I? Right, okay. Let me know in the comments if you've got any plans for this weekend. I am going to catch up on all your amazing comments. I've seen them coming through, but I like to sit down and go through them all at once and comment back. However, AI keeps saying, do you want to use this comment, an AI comment? No, I want to personally reply to everyone. So don't think I'm just using AI to say thank you very much, thank you very much, thank you very much. I am typing that because I feel that that's what everybody deserves. You've taken the time to comment to me. I'm taking the time to comment back. No problem to anybody that does use the AI, but I just thought it was strange. I was like, no, I want my things to be personal. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 92, and 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 75. That is more like it. So we have hit over the 1,000 mark. With the money that's in there and this challenge, it should save 1,200. So guys, now I'll put this away. And I thank you so much for being with me for this reallocation. I don't know if it's what you was thinking, just stuffing in. But it's nice to see what categories I've been stuffing into as well. So yeah, there you go, guys. That is me reallocating £690 into some categories, giving some a boost, and just rounding Christmas up. So I hope you have a fabulous week. Thank you so much to So's Budgeting Live, Beijing Budgets, Little Moon Budgets, Dilly Dally Budgets, myself for my challenge, and the spending challenges as well for helping me save £690. And I will see you in my next one, guys. So have a fabulous rest of the week, fabulous weekend, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.